Thank you, Will. I am going to demo today a new feature for Radius resource types around connections and how the connections are handled with containers, specifically environment variables. So let's take a look at a simple application definition. This is pretty much similar to what you would just get out of the RAD init. It's just a container and a gateway. I'm going to add to this a database. So let's resource DB Postgres resource type. And I will say name is DB. I'm hitting control space to do the type ahead IntelliSense. And I need to add an application that is to-do list.id. And the environment, that is a parameter. And then the last one is size. If we mouse over that, what do we get? Small, medium, large, XL. So I will say size is small. We'll save that. And well, I was about to deploy it, but wait, how does my container know about this database? Well, used to, we would go in on the container and add a bunch of properties for the environment variable. That's the port. There we go, right here. And I'm going to paste that. A bunch of environment variables. If you've done Kubernetes or anything, Docker, this is pretty common. Let's save that and we'll deploy it. Rad deploy. Give it a second. Okay, let's copy that and we'll open it in our browser. So here is the demo application. And you see here that here are the environment variables I manually added as a developer. Well, the new feature is that's no longer required. And so we're doing some extra work for the developers. Let me show you. Let's now in Radius, these are all dynamically created based upon connections. So we can zap that. And then let me make sure I'm at the right spot. It's not on the container block, but we're going to add a connections. You've seen connections before. And I'm going to call mine PostgreSQL. And the source is db.id. That's my database. Now, if I go and deploy this again, after I took out the environment variables, go back to the terminal, and I'll do rad deploy one more time. Okay, let's refresh on our browser. And we're still going to see the PostgreSQL, but this time, oh, they're still there, even though I didn't manually add them. So Radius is actually doing that for the developer. What it's doing is it's creating a connection, an environment variable named, they're all named connection. They're all named for the connection name. And if I go back over to the application definition, that connection name is PostgreSQL. And now, and then it's all of the properties of the connected resource type, including all the ones before, host, recipe, port, database, username. But I got some new ones, like hello, Radius community. And where the heck did this come from? Well, let's trace it all the way through. So let's go look, first of all, at the resource type definition. So all the way back to how the platform engineer set this up. So here's the types.yaml. And this is the Postgres type. Here's my description. And then the rest of this is an open API spec. We have all these properties. Those all look familiar. Password. We can close that down. And I've added Hello Radius community. So there I added it in the YAML. And then as a platform engineer, what I did was rad resource type create. I created the type. And then after that, the type is created. So we can do rad resource type show and give it the type. And you'll see that I've added it. You see it here too. So Radius is taking from the API for this resource type and automatically creating those environment variables based upon the properties of any connected resources. Well, what if I don't like that? So as a developer, if I don't like that, no worries. I can keep my connection on there. That tells Radius about dependencies and it builds the application graph. But if I don't like it, I can hit control space again and disable default environment variables. I'll just set that as true. Go back to the terminal and we'll do another rad deploy. Okay, that's deployed. Let's go back to our browser. We'll hit refresh. And great. So no environment variables were created. That's because I disabled them. So there you go. That is dynamically created environment variables based upon Radius resource type connections. It's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? Anyways, automatically created environment variables. It's pretty neat. All right. Thank you. Back to you, Will.